NIA investigation into Praveen Nettaru's murder in Karnataka has revealed some shocking details about the PFI, the Popular Front of India group that's now been banned. BJP's Yuva Morcha Neta was killed in Karnataka, remember, last year. NIA then initiated an investigation revealing details of how the now banned PFI had properly, meticulously planned and executed this killing. The murder squad that the PFI had put together, recruiting and then calling it a service team, carried out this operation. The NIA has said that the PFI, as part of its agenda to create terror, communal hate, formed secret teams, called it the service team, to carry out killings of the targets. The plan to murder the Hindu outfit members was developed by the State PFI Executive Committee. There were murder weapons like machete and other weapons that were hidden in houses, mosques, schools and madrasas. PFI killer squad had a list of 21 mosques where they could hide the weapons if required. So these are some of the details that have come from the charge sheet. Remember, Praveen Nettaru, killed last year, had led to a huge showdown, which with regard to a lot of activists associated with the Hindu outfits had demanded that there must be strong reaction to this that had come out because this young person had been killed. Now, there were these series of killings. According to the charge sheet, it also appears to be a revenge killing that they are saying. There was a Muslim man who had been killed a few days ago. So this, the PFI had planned out to one by one target the members and workers of the Hindu community. And then there was these killings one by one, and starting with Praveen Nettaru that had led to a huge outrage. Remember, a massive group of people were there for the last rites of Praveen Nettaru, who was the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha leader and was killed in cold blood. Let's quickly go across to Anaga Keshav for the latest on that in Bengaluru. Anaga, it's quite disturbing to know how detailed the plan of this murder was according to the charge sheet. Can you give us more details about how they had planned it and why the NIA investigation finally pointed to PFI's plan to target more?
Yes, Pooja. So it is said that Praveen had this doubt that for the past 3 to 4 days somebody had been following him. Had even installed a CCTV footage outside his shop. Now, we all know how last year he was brutally killed in full public display. Now, the NIA has also said that this team that killed Praveen Nettaru, they had formed a squad called the Killer Squad to carry out this killing. They had been following Praveen Nettaru for several months, and this was a revenge killing is what NIA has said. That this team, this PFI team, wanted to take revenge for the killing of one of their workers, and that is why they wanted to kill somebody from Hindu community, and they targeted Praveen Nettaru for the same.
All right, Anaga, stay on with me as we are going through some of the details. Also tell us, Anaga, what other details have been mentioned in the charge sheet, because it appears that this was one of the killings that led to the onus on the PFI and eventually its banning too, because it all is about not just one murder, but there were many more killings or attacks being planned allegedly by the PFI.
Absolutely. So NIA has also said that there.
All right, so it is the Popular Front of India now banned, involved in recruiting, radicalization, specifically in the southern states of the country, and that had now been under the radar of the security agencies. But after this murder, and again remember attacks being and blasts being planned in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, that eventually the government decided to ban him. So I've compiled some of these revelations that have been put forth in the charge sheet by the National Investigation Agency, and they're quite disturbing because what it appears to be saying now is that the Popular Front of India planned out very meticulously this murder, the route that he takes, what are the timings, and that eventually went to kill him in cold blood. But they're also saying, according to the charge sheet, that this was a revenge killing. That means that there was one Masood, a daily wage labourer, who was killed a few days ago, and now the Popular Front of India and the Muslim extremists wanted to revenge that. Praveen was very aware that there was someone doing a recce around him, that he was being followed. Not really sure if this was eventually going to lead to a murder, but he was aware that there were some people following his route. The killers then made a perfect sketch for the service team, so to say, the murderers who had been recruited. How do they murder him? And that sketch of the map and of the individual were prepared. How do you then kill? What are the weapons? The weapons were machete and knives that were used. They were hidden inside mosques and even in the houses. The weapons were also hidden in areas that it was very unlikely, and specifically schools, for example, where they could not be discovered. Nettaru's killers were trained, according to the charge sheet, in Idukki, Kerala, where Kerala is primarily where one of the headquarters and the main offices of the PFI were known to be. According to the charge sheet by the NIA, the PFI operated a service team. Service team was, of course, a code name that was given to the group that was being recruited and trained to kill other members or workers of the Hindu outfits, specifically in states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The PFI then hired killers. So it's not that they were being trained, they hired the killers to start targeting one by one. 2 other names were also on the hit list of the Popular Front of India, but before they could carry that out, that is when they decided to nab the accused and then ban the PFI as well. Joining me now from the BJP spokesperson S. Prakash from Karnataka. Now, this has become a huge political issue, but in many ways, even though the accused have been arrested already, why do you think, Mr. Prakash, that this also is a reflection of what PFI had been planning for a while?
It is a very shocking disclosure by the NIA charge sheet that several madrasas and other institutions have been misused to store arms and train the people, train their cadre to kill the Hindu activists. This is very alarming, and certainly the PFI has now very clear it is a terror organization. Those who patronize this organization has to now answer to the people of Karnataka. And I am sure the political wing of SDP also should be banned, which is also responsible for the similar kind of acts in the state of Karnataka and other places.
But the bigger question is, Mr. Prakash, banning the PFI is more of a political or a security decision. What happens to the individuals who are recruiting and radicalizing, and therefore it is pertinent because there were more people on the hit list. So there has to be much more done at a society level, at a political level too, to ensure that this radicalization does not increase.
No, it is for the investigation authorities to nab those who are involved in such kind of activities. They have been training, they have been conducting several terror activities, terror-related violence they have conducted. Such people behind this action also must be apprehended and must be punished. It is just banning the organization does not serve the purpose unless the people behind it are also put behind the bar and they brought to books. I am sure the NIA, which is seriously taken up the cases, several cases, will provide justice to this.